They once ruled the Earth, traversing the ancient ages. Dinosaurs, this mysterious group, dominated the world with absolute power in unique forms. However, their former glory came to an abrupt end. Why did they become extinct? Today, let's go back to the era when dinosaurs reigned supreme and explore their mysteries. In the long history of our planet, even before the rise of humans, life had already appeared in myriad extraordinary forms. The predecessors of these dinosaurs, though little known, are equally fascinating. They once engaged in fierce competition for survival. Many strange creatures with unique body shapes, almost unimaginable today, lived in the Paleozoic era. However, the most catastrophic extinction event in Earth's history suddenly occurred, wiping out most marine and terrestrial species. Despite the severity of this mass extinction, a few animals managed to survive. A key feature of the final ecology was the rise of animals, with dinosaurs becoming the protagonists of this period. Dinosaurs were an advanced group of organisms, fully adapted to their environment. For 160 million years, dinosaurs, with their unique hunting and defense tools and precise sensory organs, ruled the Earth. They seemed destined to remain the dominant life forms on Earth. However, one day, everything changed in an instant. This is the complete history of dinosaurs, Earth's most successful creatures, from their birth to their evolution, from their prehistoric ancestors to their final days. What existed before dinosaurs? Did they successfully occupy every corner of land, air, and sea? The Triassic period, spanning approximately 250 to 201 million years ago, marked the beginning of the Mesozoic era, also known as the Age of Dinosaurs. It was sandwiched between two devastating mass extinctions that eliminated countless species and profoundly impacted Earth's evolutionary process. During the Triassic, the climate became drier and warmer, with the breakup of the supercontinent Pangaea and the formation of the Panthalassic superocean, bringing new challenges and development opportunities for life. Adaptive radiation played an important role during this period. Adaptive radiation refers to the way different species evolve from the same species. When a group of animals or plants enters a new habitat, or when a new ecological environment emerges, a common ancestor appears. As animals and plants adapt to their new home's environment, they may change, leading to the formation of different species. This process can happen in a relatively short time and is an important driving force for evolutionary diversity. The organisms that survived the mass extinction had a whole new world with a series of ecological niches to fill. Without competition, the pace of evolution accelerated. Once certain niches were filled, the pace of evolution slowed again, but variation continued. The evolution of cichlid fish in the African Great Lakes is a typical example of adaptive radiation. These fish evolved into over 30 species, each adapting to different survival environments. In the Triassic period, the first dinosaurs appeared and rapidly evolved into various life forms. Early dinosaur species were small, bipedal animals similar in size to lizards. Besides dinosaurs, other animal groups were also affected by adaptive radiation, such as the first true birds, snakes, crocodiles, amphibians, and the earliest mammals. Early mammals were small, mostly nocturnal animals, living in the shadow of the dominant dinosaur species. During this period, a group of reptiles called archosaurs began to evolve. They were also known as ruling reptiles, dominating the terrestrial ecosystems of the Mesozoic era. Some archosaurs are what people commonly consider dinosaurs, but other types of dinosaurs, such as crocodiles, also appeared during the Triassic. To convey the approximate age and ecological environment of dinosaurs to the public, we usually refer to all archosaurs as dinosaurs, although this is not entirely accurate. Dinosaurs evolved into a wide variety of forms during the Triassic and occupied a wide range of ecological niches, from herbivores to carnivores and from terrestrial to aquatic animals. Herbivore dinosaur species were diverse, such as the long-necked, large-bodied sauropods. Plateosaurus, for example, had small, nail-like teeth suitable for grinding tough plant fibers. The late Jurassic Stegosaurus had rows of bony plates and spikes on its back, a tiny brain, and eyes located above the base of its spine, allowing it to see predators approaching from all directions. The early Jurassic Coelophysis was small and agile, with strong legs and a long tail suitable for terrestrial life. Its sharp incisors and molars allowed it to prey on various foods, including plants and insects. Triceratops was one of the oldest herbivorous dinosaurs, with remains dating back to the Cretaceous period. They were primarily herbivorous, with strong legs and thick armor. Many ceratopsians also had elaborate head ornaments and horns used to intimidate enemies or establish dominance. Carnivorous dinosaurs were also an important part of the Triassic. Theropod dinosaurs were the carnivorous dinosaurs of this period, including species like Velociraptor and Archaeopteryx. Dilophosaurus was a typical carnivorous or omnivorous dinosaur with a long body, sharp teeth, a strong and agile body, and hands with sharp claws, making them excellent hunters. Tyrannosaurus rex was the largest known terrestrial predator, reaching lengths of 40 feet and weighing 8 to 14 tons. Pterodactyls were also large carnivorous dinosaurs with powerful jaws, some having crests on their heads and backs. Animals like Spinosaurus were fully adapted to aerial flight, capable of hunting prey from high altitudes. There were also smaller predators, such as Herrerasaurus, which lived in the early Jurassic and fed on small to medium-sized animals. Additionally, the Triassic had carnivorous dinosaurs living in rivers and swamps, whose narrow snouts and sharp teeth were suitable for preying on fish and other small aquatic prey. Omnivorous dinosaurs adapted to both plant and animal food sources, able to utilize multiple food sources. Triassic omnivorous dinosaurs like Oviraptor were generally herbivores, but some species may have been omnivorous, feeding on a mix of plants and small animals. They were typically small bipedal dinosaurs with teeth that included both sharp cutting teeth and grinding teeth, aiding in the consumption of various foods. Some dinosaurs adapted to new habitats for survival, such as Ankylosaurus, which adapted to an arid lifestyle. Their short, thick legs made them good at digging, and they had club-like tails for self-defense. Scansoriopteryx from the late Triassic and early Jurassic was also an arid animal that likely used its sharp claws and strong muscles to dig burrows. During the Triassic period, some dinosaurs adapted to arboreal life. Epidendrosaurus was a famous arboreal dinosaur group, only about 20 centimeters long, living in swamps. Its slender body and short, powerful legs made it suitable for climbing and hunting. Its unique skeletal structure allowed it to move through trees. Microraptor, living in the late Jurassic, was a small feathered dinosaur with a flexible long tail that helped with climbing and moving in trees while maintaining balance. They had a row of slender fingers with sharp claws and might even have been able to glide through the air. Aquatic dinosaurs also adapted to life in aquatic environments, able to live in various aquatic habitats from shallow rivers and swamps to the deep sea. During the Triassic period, the most famous aquatic dinosaur was Ichthyosaur, a marine reptile similar to modern dolphins. It had a streamlined body and a dorsal fin, suitable for swimming and hunting in the open ocean, feeding on various marine animals. Plesiosaurus was also an aquatic dinosaur with sharp teeth that likely preyed on fish and other marine life. In the ocean, there were also marine reptiles of the Shonisaurus family, which varied in shape and size and had a unique respiratory system that allowed them to extract oxygen from water using gills. Plesiosaurus was also a marine reptile with a long neck, short tail, and oar-like limbs suitable for swimming and feeding on various marine life. Additionally, there were aquatic dinosaurs like Pteranodon, Mosasaurus, and Mosasaurus, which lived in the late Triassic and early Jurassic, feeding on small marine animals and using their flexible snouts to attack prey from a distance. Semi-aquatic animals had flexible bodies and webbed limbs, which could be used for both terrestrial movement and swimming, and a row of small, sharp teeth for filtering small prey from the water. The Triassic mass extinction, also known as the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event, occurred approximately 201 million years ago, marking the end of the Triassic period and the beginning of the Jurassic period. This was one of the 5 major mass extinctions in Earth's history and had a significant impact on the evolution of life on Earth. One theory regarding its cause suggests that the formation of the supercontinent Pangaea may have led to changes in ocean circulation, reducing marine life. At the same time, the Earth's climate became milder. The new continent was accompanied by massive earthquakes and volcanic activity,
releasing large amounts of greenhouse gases, leading to global warming.
This theory is supported by the abundant lava flows in the mountain records of that period. In this mass extinction, 34% of animal species became extinct, providing opportunities for the development of new species. Dinosaurs continued to develop in the subsequent Jurassic period. During the Jurassic period, dinosaurs dominated both land and sea. Although the exact timeline of their evolution is unclear, these ancient creatures ruled the world for over 160 million years. Dinosaurs adapted to different environments, evolving into various forms such as gigantic herbivores, carnivores with fangs and claws, and winged pterosaurs. Their success can be attributed to their rapid reproductive capacity, their ability to adapt to changing environmental conditions, and their tendency to live in groups. The Jurassic period featured a wide variety of herbivorous dinosaurs, such as Apatosaurus, a large herbivore that lived in the late Jurassic. It had a long neck, a large tail and body, and a small head, reaching lengths of 75 feet and weighing over 30 tons. Its long neck allowed it to reach leaves and branches on the tallest trees. Its body was supported by thick, pillar-like legs. Some paleontologists believe its whip-like tail may have been used to defend against predators and signal other members of the herd. Apatosaurus fossils have been found in several locations in the western United States. Its name means deceptive lizard in Greek, as early paleontologists initially thought these bones belonged to different types of creatures. Diplodocus was also a large herbivorous dinosaur from the late Jurassic. It had a long neck and a whip-like tail and was one of the longest known dinosaurs, reaching lengths of 100 feet. It had a small head with a narrow snout and a jaw full of teeth. Its tail consisted of 80 vertebrae and may have been used for protection, balance, or even as a weapon. Despite its enormous size, it was relatively light, with some bones in its pluricles being thin, making it easier to move. In 1877, paleontologist Charles Marsh named this tree after a bat. Its name in Greek means double beam, diplo, and andokis. Diplodocus fossils have been found in the Morrison Formation, an important site for dinosaur discoveries in the western United States. Carnivorous dinosaurs were fierce hunters of the Jurassic. Theropod dinosaurs were an impressive group among them. The Jurassic Allosaurus was a large theropod dinosaur that lived in the late Jurassic. It reached lengths of 32 feet and weighed 2 to 5 tons. It was a bipedal dinosaur with a massive body, powerful legs, a unique skull, and sharp, serrated large teeth. Its jaw was deep and had a strong bite force. Its hind limbs were long and its body was agile, making it suitable for fast running and sharp turns. Each hand had 3 fingers and sharp claws. Allosaurus was an efficient hunter, relying on its keen senses and physical prowess to catch prey. It is believed to have preyed on other large dinosaurs, such as Stegosaurus and Apatosaurus. Ceratosaurus is the source of the name for the ceratosaurid family and was one of the earliest recognized members of this dinosaur group. The structure on their noses varied in size and shape depending on the species. They were also known for their sharp, large teeth and robust skulls. Ceratosaurs were carnivores and likely preyed on other dinosaurs and small mammals. They were distributed in various habitats, such as forests, deserts, and tropical grasslands. Stegosaurus was an easily recognizable herbivorous dinosaur of the Jurassic period, living around 150 million years ago in the late Jurassic. It was a large quadrupedal herbivore and a heavily armored dinosaur with large bony plates on its back and spikes on its tail, as well as small bony plates on its arms, hips, and legs used for temperature regulation and defense against predators. It was about 20 feet long and weighed 1,500 pounds, with short, thick limbs. Its hind limbs were longer and slender, and its tail was long and wide, divided into 2 rows of spikes. These spikes may have been used to attract mates or deter rivals. Stegosaurus fed on low-lying vegetation such as ferns and cycads, using its strong beak to cut vegetation. Kentrosaurus was a late Jurassic stegosaur dinosaur that lived in the tropical grasslands of the African continent. It was relatively small, with a compact and robust body supported by 4 legs. Its front legs were shorter than its hind limbs. It was about 20 feet long and weighed about 1.5 tons. It had 2 parallel rows of spikes on its back, and its armor consisted of large bony plates and small spikes. These defensive structures could deter predators and protect its vulnerable underside.
Kentrosaurus was also known for its unique skull, which was narrow and had large triangular teeth suitable for cutting tough vegetation, and a large bony brow ridge that protected its eyes from branches. Ornithischian dinosaurs were a diverse group of bipedal herbivorous dinosaurs from the late Jurassic. They had light, agile bodies, enabling them to evade large predators and forage effectively in their environment. Iguanodon was a large ornithischian dinosaur that lived in the late Jurassic, reaching lengths of 26 feet and weighing 170 pounds. It had a long neck and a huge torso, with hind legs much longer than its forelimbs. Its body had unique features, including a narrow head with forward-facing eyes and a mouth full of sharp, serrated teeth. It primarily fed on low-lying vegetation and was a social animal. Dryosaurus was a small bipedal herbivore from the late Jurassic, adapted to seasonal habitats in what is now North America and Europe. It had slender legs and its tail helped maintain balance and rapid movement. It had a long neck and a small head with flat teeth suitable for chewing tough plants. Its jaw structure was specifically designed for processing plant material. Dryosaurus's lightweight structure allowed for fast movement, and its hind legs had unique joint structures that enhanced flexibility and stability, helping it evade large predators. It is said that its body was covered in feathers, which helped regulate temperature. Pterosaurs were flying reptiles of the Jurassic period, dominating the skies. They varied in shape and size, from small and agile to massive and formidable, with light bodies and leathery wings that allowed them to soar easily. Wingspans could reach 40 feet. Dimorphodon was an early genus of pterosaur, living from 201 to 175 million years ago in the Middle Jurassic. With a wingspan of about 3 to 4 feet, it was a smaller pterosaur. It was a predatory species, using its narrow jaws and sharp teeth to catch small prey such as insects, reptiles, and small mammals. It had a pair of wings made of stretched skin, long articulated finger bones, and short, powerful legs with large claws. It lived in coastal areas near the ocean, relying on hot air to stay aloft. Rhamphorhynchus was another small pterosaur that lived about 150 million years ago. It had a unique beak filled with needle-like teeth, long jawbones, and a leathery membrane connecting its legs and torso. Its tail vein provided additional surface area for flight, allowing it to change direction and altitude abruptly. With a wingspan of 6 feet, it was a highly specialized flyer, used for gliding and soaring in search of fish, insects, and other small prey. Its body had a small, lightweight skull, which aided in dizzying maneuvers in the air. Its long tail was reinforced by a series of bones for stability and control during flight. Its fossils have been found in fossil-rich sedimentary rocks in Europe and Africa, providing important information for studying the evolution and ecology of flying creatures. The Jurassic ended approximately 145 million years ago. Although some species disappeared during this period, it was not characterized by a mass extinction of dinosaurs. The extinction of certain species may have been due to new geological changes, competition with new species, the appearance of reptiles and mammals leading to resource competition, and changes in common plant tendrils. Conifers and cycads were the main types of vegetation in the Jurassic. As the climate warmed and new types of vegetation, primitive flowering plants, developed, food sources decreased, and some dinosaur species were unable to adapt and their numbers declined, while other organisms were forced to evolve. The Cretaceous period was a time of rapid dinosaur development globally, and also an era where some of Earth's most inspiring herbivores and terrifying carnivores roamed. This period spanned from 145 million years ago to 65 million years ago, with many different types of dinosaurs developing on Earth, including some of the largest and most iconic creatures of all time. As the Jurassic transitioned to the Cretaceous, the dominant fauna began to change, with new groups of dinosaurs appearing, such as ceratosopsians and theropods. The Cretaceous is divided into the early and late Cretaceous. During the early Cretaceous, dinosaurs and Jurassic animals diversified, and new groups like arthropods and paramecia appeared. The earliest birds evolved from small feathered theropods in the late Cretaceous. During the late Cretaceous, the supercontinent Pangaea tectonically fragmented, and Laurasia and Gondwana split into different landmasses, eventually forming modern continents, creating conditions for the evolution of unique dinosaur faunas on each continent. At the same time, the first flowering plants appeared, influencing ecosystems and changing food chains.
Sea levels rose, submerging low-lying areas and forming shallow seas, opening the way for the development of new marine ecosystems. Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the most powerful predators in the world, living in late Cretaceous North America. It reached lengths of 39 feet and weighed about 7 tons, with enormous jaws and sharp teeth up to 6 inches long. Its bite force exceeded 12,800 pounds, making it a formidable opponent for any creature. T-Rex remains were first discovered in the late 19th century in the western United States. The first specimen found is exhibited at the American Museum of Natural History in New York. Triceratops was a large herbivorous dinosaur that somewhat resembled modern rhinos. It could reach lengths of 29 feet and weigh up to 12 tons. It had an enormous skull with a bony frill, which, like birds, may have had vibrant colors and played a role in social activities, demonstrating strength or signaling dominance. Triceratops skull fossils have been found many times with abrasions and scars, indicating conflicts with rivals. Its horns and protective bony frill made it a powerful defender. Ankylosaurus was a heavily armored herbivorous dinosaur that lived in the territory of modern-day USA and Canada. It reached lengths of 29 feet and weighed about 7 tons. Its body armor included thick bony plates and a club-like tail, with a bony mass at the end weighing several hundred kilograms, serving as a powerful weapon against predators, allowing it to survive in an environment with constant predators. Pachycephalosaurus was a unique North American dinosaur, reaching lengths of 15 feet and weighing about 90 pounds. Its Latin name refers to its thick domed skull, which was about 6 inches thick. It was generally a peaceful animal, grazing in open areas and avoiding conflict with other animals. Its unique skull may have been used for courtship or resolving territorial disputes. In the early Cretaceous, in dense primeval forests, lived a small feathered dinosaur, Archaeopteryx. It was one of the first birds to fly on Earth, evolving from small feathered theropods, hunting insects and small reptiles among tree branches all day long. In the late 1850s, a German farmer, Jacob Niemann, discovered its feather fossil in the Zonhofen limestone formation in Bavaria. More complete specimens were found in Germany in subsequent decades. Its discovery proved the evolutionary link between birds and dinosaurs. In the same forest lived Heterodontosaurus, a relatively small herbivorous dinosaur, easily preyed upon by other dinosaurs. It had a compact and flexible body, allowing it to maneuver easily when pursued by predators. Its name in Greek means four-legged with pointed teeth. It had a small frill at the back of its head and a short horn on its nose. Velociraptor was a famous predator of the Cretaceous, belonging to a social group. It was known for its intelligence, pack hunting ability, sharp claws, and clever hunting strategies. Its fossils were first discovered in 1923 in the Jadakta Formation in Mongolia and named Velociraptor mongoliensis. It was a feathered dinosaur, about 6.5 feet long and weighing about 3 pounds. Each foot had a large, scythe-shaped claw on the second toe. Its relatively large brain indicated its intelligence and high adaptability. They hunted in packs, preying on small dinosaurs and early mammals. In 1971, a fossil discovered in Mongolia showed a subadult velociraptor fighting an adult protoceratops, providing important data for studying their behavior and ecology. Protoceratops was a small herbivorous quadrupedal dinosaur, reaching lengths of 8.2 feet and weighing about 176 pounds. Its skull had strong jaw muscles and leaf-shaped teeth, primarily feeding on soft plant material. It had a strong nose and a unique skull with a large bony frill at the back and horns above its eyes and on its cheeks. The Spinosaurus of Africa was a large carnivorous dinosaur, possibly reaching 60 feet in length and weighing 20 tons. It had a sail-like feature on its back made of elongated neural spines, whose function is debated, possibly for thermoregulation, courtship, or intimidation. It could swim and hunt in water, with sharp teeth suitable for gripping prey and large forelimbs with sharp claws for killing prey. Iguanodon was a large herbivorous dinosaur that could walk on 4 legs or 2 legs, reaching about 32 feet or 10 meters long and weighing about 4 tons. It had a narrow, large head and webbed toes. Its front jaw teeth were similar to those of iguana, but larger and thinner. The spike on its forelimb thumb could be used to strike predators.
Gigantanotosaurus was a large carnivorous dinosaur from Africa, possibly one of the top predators of the Cretaceous.
Its head alone accounted for 63% of its total length. It could reach heights of 39 feet and weigh 6 to 15 tons. It was bipedal with a heavy, long tail that balanced its body. It was named for its massive serrated teeth, similar to those of a great white shark, and could contend with Spinosaurus. The Argentinosaurus of South America was enormous, possibly larger than Tyrannosaurus rex, but grew slowly. Adult Argentinosaurus reached about 43 feet long and weighed 1 ton. Numerous fossils have been found in Argentina. Some studies suggest it may have been a social herding animal, competing with other carnivorous dinosaurs for territory and resources. Mapusasaurus was closely related to Gigantanotosaurus, similar in size, shape, and carnivorous nature. It was a large carnivorous dinosaur, about 36 feet long and weighing 5 tons. Multiple specimens found in Argentina in 2000 suggest it may have been a social animal, hunting large prey together. Argentinosaurus is the largest known dinosaur, possibly reaching 15 feet in height and weighing about 10 tons. It was a herbivore, feeding on conifers and ferns. Its long neck and small head were adapted for feeding. Its limb structure was unique, with wide hips and short limbs. Its femur indicated a wide stance to support its massive weight. Bone rings indicated a long lifespan, possibly living up to 50 years. Mutaburosaurus of Australia was a large herbivorous quadrupedal dinosaur, reaching 26 feet long and weighing about 3 tons. It has been found in multiple locations in Australia, indicating a wide range. Its large nasal passages helped it adapt to seasonal climates, feeding on conifers, ferns, etc. In dry seasons, it may have needed to migrate in search of food and water. Lialanosaura was a small bipedal herbivorous dinosaur weighing about 4 pounds. Its bipedal form allowed it to move quickly and agilely through undergrowth. In the early Cretaceous, Australia was near the Arctic Circle, with long days and nights. From its skull fragments, it is known that its eyes and eyeballs were enlarged, and its retina was also larger, allowing it to adapt to low-light conditions. Its body was covered with thick, fur-like bristles for warmth. However, a mass extinction event occurred at the end of the Cretaceous period. According to one theory, an asteroid impact was the primary cause. The asteroid impact instantaneously destroyed an area of 90 meters, triggering massive tsunamis, scorching water currents, and endless forest fires. Trillions of tons of earth and rock were ejected into the atmosphere, making Earth almost uninhabitable. In the first 60 to 70 days after the impact, dust concentrations were extremely high, and the sky was completely shrouded in darkness. The lack of photosynthesis led to the death of most plant species, including ferns, which in turn affected the entire ecosystem. Global cooling occurred. Although this process was geologically short, about 1 million years, it greatly affected species diversity. Herbivorous dinosaurs declined due to lack of food, and carnivorous dinosaurs also lost their food sources. The extinction of dinosaurs became inevitable. Although the exact time of the last dinosaur's death cannot be determined, it is certain that all large animals weighing over 5 pounds were essentially extinct after the mass extinction began, and the Earth cooled. After the extinction of dinosaurs, mammals gradually became dominant. The ancestors of mammals were originally small omnivores, ranging in size between ants and lizards. During the age of dinosaurs, they were at the bottom of the food chain, prey for other animals. After the asteroid impact, environmental changes allowed mammals to gradually occupy the empty ecological niches on land and near water bodies. Birds were also affected by the dinosaur extinction event. Some bird species became extinct, while feathered birds survived due to their more diverse diets.
Today, chickens are the closest relatives to dinosaurs with the fewest chromosomal changes. In the oceans, the mass extinction created new species niches. Ichthyosaurs, mosasaurs, and giant plesiosaurs were replaced by ichthyosaurs, which gradually occupied the oceans. Their numbers were large, becoming the most diverse aquatic vertebrates. In terms of plants, during the Cenozoic era, the heyday of gymnosperms ended, and flowering plants successfully adapted to the new environment and rapidly occupied the land. One of the main factors in the victory of flowering plants was the development of dicotyledons, which contributed to their vitality and adaptability to new environments. The transition from gymnosperms to flowering plants was a significant leap in the history of plant life.
Flowering plants not only changed the face of plant life, but also provided better food for animals, influencing the evolution of many animal species. They also played an important role in the development of hominids. The Cenozoic era was an incredible period in Earth's history. The asteroid impact destroyed the dinosaur-ruled world, but also created opportunities for new life forms to emerge. Mammals explosively occupied key positions in the food chain. Flora and fauna gradually recovered after the global catastrophe, once again confirming the idea that death is not the end, but a beginning.